Hell yeah. We got some funny things to show you, dude. Get ready. Hold on to your hat, bud.
All right. So this is a lot of people trace this moment that we're about to show you as the real start of Nick Rekieta's downfall.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Because he became obsessed with the Balough. He got a sponsorship for the Balough, and people critiqued the Balough.
What the hell's the Balough?
Here, let's
Okay, so we're
Go
gonna
to
show you
number
this.
one.
Oh, and just for history, so he covered you and stuff. You knew about him a little bit. You covered it. That's how we basically you knew about us, was us covering him or whatever. But here it is. Was the start of the downfall. Everyone thinks. Okay, here we go.
The Balough. It takes it out to you. So the Balough review is coming.
You ready for the Balough review?
Point. I've got at least one more full-on go with it.
So he's actually using it, Phil.
Okay.
He's talking about how he's going to have a full-on go with the Balough, but you still don't know what it is.
He'll tell you what it is.
God.
Honestly,
God.
I wish I didn't know what it is. I feel bad that you're learning this, to be honest.
No rings. Added one ring.
Do we just tell him what the Balough
rings
is?
are better. The rings are better. So it's a demonstrable.
Okay, here we go. The Balough.
Here it
Do
comes.
this real quick. We won't spend all this time on this.
He spent
Like I
a
said,
lot of
full
time
review.
on this.
Yeah, a bit too
Over
much.
months, and he would explain it to every guest and try and convince them to try it out.
Remember, professional lawyer, YouTube lawyer, as you said, and he had these people who were professionals. They weren't shit posters or whatever.
He was coming, but
And this is what he said
so
to
here
them.
you go.
Whoa.
This is the Balough, and
God.
this number. This is Drexel's. This is unused.
Okay.
Wait, okay.
I like he had to specify it's unused.
What do you mean?
Thanks
How
for
can
clearing that up. You know,
No.
I definitely needed to know that was an unused one that you're showing us on your screen.
How can it be somebody else's and at the same time be unused?
And opened out of the package. Here,
Anyway.
he's going to tell you how this thing works.
But this number you got to do and shove your balls in there.
Oh,
And it's really terrifying that you might snap them shut. And it just, these things kind of get in the way. All right?
Whoa.
So, no ring, not recommended. Once you put this fucker on, first, this guy goes on, and it goes on way easier. You got to lubricate the inside of this thing.
This guy got 100K viewing live.
No, let me just tell you straight what the Balough is.
Tell him.
The Balough is a dildo for your balls. So you insert your balls into that. And then you dip your balls into your wife's vagina.
I see.
Yes. So he has a
is that what it
problem. So what's happened is have you heard of what happened where he had this polycule? You don't have any idea, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So he's been married to his wife. They have 5 children. It's beautiful. It's wonderful, right? So there's another married couple that live in the same state as him that do an internet show called the Steel Toe Morning Show. And it's Aaron and April. Well, they moved into his house, and Aaron started having sex with Rekieta's wife, and Rekieta started having sex with his wife. Now, Aaron has told us that Rekieta has trouble getting hard. He needs... I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
God.
He came on the show, he did an interview, and he said, he needs to take Cialis. He can't get it up anymore. So this was his idea that he could use this to penetrate his wife without having to use his penis that was broken. Thoughts, Phil?
Thoughts?
Listen. You could, in my opinion, you could do whatever the hell you want in the safe confines of your own home. I don't give 2 shits what you're doing in there as long as you keep it to yourself. But when you start bringing this shit to the public is when it's like, What are you doing? I mean, this again. Once you put the clown makeup on, it doesn't wash off, right?
Brilliant,
So
King.
the moment he's bringing this up on his streams, how could anyone take him seriously as a lawyer, a content creator? He's just going to be a joke from now on.
I
So,
know.
I just don't understand why people do this shit. Like, what was he thinking he was going to get out of this?
Well,
like, I got some
people
viewers.
say it was a sponsorship, right? They think
But
it was
he's actually
sponsorship.
talking about that he's using it, and he's going to have another full-on go with it.
There's a difference between, even if it was a legit sponsorship, advertise the product and you move on. What is this segment where he's describing in detail to his audience what you do with it's a lewd sex act that you would do behind closed doors with your loved ones? You don't. Why are you bringing that to the forefront of a public audience?
How about if someone paid
and
you
he's
100K
also,
to do it? Would you have a sponsor for 100K from them?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm a happily married man, and I have my private life, and I really like my
let
private
me
life.
ask you straight up: would you use the Baldo, Phil?
Privately?
Would
No,
you?
I would not use the Baldo.
Would you
I don't
put it
need
on-
the Baldo? I'm fine.
W,
Once you
bring
put
it
the
up.
Baldo on, it's tough to take it off, much like the clown makeup. What I
Wow.
always say.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, he had this image as this Christian family man, righteous guy.
Oh, did he? See, I don't know
Yes.
that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was like religious and Christian and like get
He
married.
wouldn't even swear on his streams for the longest time.
Oh wow.
But then slowly over time, all this stuff got revealed. One of the other big moments that happened along with this is it was revealed he was going to a swingers resort called Hedonism 2. And he actually did it during the week that's like Ebony Week. So they were swinging with black
Negative
partners. And this is it all got exposed that he was a swinger.
He
was
streamed
putting
from
on
the bathroom.
Baldos.
He streamed from their bathroom. Imagine
It was
streaming during your
crazy.
So
ebony.
wait, so honest question, what happened? Because he was covering law.
Mhm.
He was covering, I mean, I remember during the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, like he was huge, right? He was getting insane amounts of attention for covering that.
He was in a Netflix
So
doc. Yeah.
When did it degrade down to him doing this stuff? Like, what the hell happened?
He met Dick Masterson.
Yes.
Who's
Do you know
up?
of
Do I even want to ask who that is now?
I don't even know.
he's a degenerate drug addict. He every time there's like a pedophile story, he defends the pedophile.
No joke. And his
He was a-
co-host, Vito.
And his
Co-host,
co-host Vito, you might have heard his reputation of being a pedophile. But they like defend Cuties. They love that movie. They say it's great. Yeah, they're that type of people. Rekieta, for whatever reason, looks up to that man as his father figure and wishes to emulate his life. It's very strange. It's like a full-on midlife crisis.
I mean, when you ask me a question like, gee, Phil, why do you think you have such longevity? This is why, because this is what I don't do. I don't degrade myself to get views and money and clicks. I just want to make content for my audience that's kind of normal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no desire to go to the fringes of existence to try to get sensationalist views and attention. The moment you do this, you're done. You know that's it. Now you're just going downhill forever until you're just where he is now, as we know what he's going
it's
through.
so simple what you're saying, and it's so true. And people told this to him, and he wouldn't listen. It's just crazy. All right, should we move on from the Baldo?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to this next one. This is
am I getting the crash course in all the hot topics that you guys cover? Is that
Yes,
what it is?
yes.
That's
a
essentially
tour of the world of all
Yes,
this stuff?
Essentially what-
yes.
we're showing you like our greatest hits
greatest
library.
hits.
Yeah,
You go
got
to the
what?
Italian restaurant, you get the tour of Italy, you get the lasagna, you get some seafood. Here you get the Baldo, you get Ethan Ralph doing something ridiculous, you get, review tech eating edibles, right?
Yo, bro.
delicacies of degeneracy, my friend.
I'm
Yes.
Wow.
I'm gonna say right now. I re-edited the it's the famous Ralph divorce stream. Okay, it may be the funniest stream on the internet. I'm not even like unironically. You're like it's so ridiculous.
It's
Get
so
ready.
funny.
The Tour de Felt. This is called the Tour de Felt, by the way.
So we now have this story we're going to show you. This was before all the swinger stuff came out that they were having sex with other people. This was a hint that something wasn't right, that they were living some sort of cuckold lifestyle. So let's have a look here. This is his wife telling a story.
Actually, this was the first video PPP and I ever watched together. We used to be enemies with each other. We used to be enemies. And then one day, he's like, you want to come over and chill? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. We streamed. This was like the first video we watched. That's a history lesson right there.
How does one request a things and stuff massage at a masseuse? Asking for a friend.
I've been to several massages and I've never asked for it. Although, creepy story.
Every time.
Whoa.
You knew when you asked, didn't you?
No, I didn't think you would bring up your creepy story, but you can. It's up to you.
So one time, I've had several massages. I love going in for massages, right?
Pause.
What?
Phil, have you ever gone in for a massage?
No.
No, really?
Oh,
you
no.
gotta try it, man. It's so good. It's so relaxing.
No,
A real massage at a reputable place where they know what they're doing.
We don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
We gotta get you to like the hot spring. You ever been to a hot spring?
No, I never been to a hot
So
spring.
nice. We gotta get you living that luxurious
Gotta
life,
do it,
King.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's.
Well, so his wife's about to tell this story. Here we go.
No, that I love going in for massage.
Oh, well, I love going in for massages too. But I had this one guy for a while. I had I bought a membership or whatever, like a package. So it's like I bought a package. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Yikes.
Sorry. Ugh, it's late.
You notice
right?
there's it's kind of manic, isn't it? Whoa.
It all made sense later. They were caught with 26 grams of coke. And now he's under trial.
Anyway,
on trial and stuff.
so I had so many massages with him, right? 6 or something. On the second or third, he asked me. No. I think it was the 4th or 5th because I remember I had to go back to him, but only once or twice because I was super uncomfortable. Because he asked me, okay, so you start face down, right? Blah blah blah, massage your back, blah blah blah, everything, right? And then he has you flip over, right? Totally normal. So he massages me and, stuff. And then he says, would you like me to massage your chest too? And I'm like, you do what? And he's like, would you like me to massage your chest?
This is Nick's wife, right?
Yes.
And he's laughing.
Well,
Yeah. You start to see the problem, don't you, Phil? It's become readily apparent what the problem is, right?
Wow.
Your reaction, wait, that's his wife?
Wait, that's his wife, right? Yes.
Gotta be shit. The first time I'm seeing this stuff, I gotta make sure I know what I'm watching before I make any judgment. I don't know, man.
He means, because I've had several massages, right here, right? This is the
Nick's looking at his chat please don't.
He
No,
wants
no,
to die,
no. Please.
upper part of my chest. That's not what he meant. So he takes off, he pulls down my sheet and starts massaging my boobs. And I'm like, and of course I feel like an idiot because I've just said yes. And I'm too stupid to say, I'm sorry, I didn't know what you meant by me.
Oh, the crush.
Oh, man.
Oh, bro. Thoughts? I'd fucking lose my mind.
Massage your chest.
It gets
So I
a lot
don't
worse.
stop him because I'm a freaking idiot. Sorry. But anyway.
He was part of that HGTV show, Say Yes to That Chest.
Dude, seriously. It was the most uncomfortable moment of my life. Because he just massaged me and then he's like, do your boobs usually feel like this? And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Phil's face says it all.
It really
This is
does.
Your face.
For a normal person, this would be a situation of extreme emotional trauma. My God, this guy sexually molested me at a collar. For her, she's like, oh, it's a funny story to tell on stream. This is great, This was Tuesday for me. It's fine, Okay, and he's laughing it up there. Why? I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
Do you think
Someone
that
touches my wife, I'm going in there and beating the shit out of her.
Thank you, Phil. Phil's so right. About everything.
Yeah.
He just has the simple, correct take. on
Yeah.
everything.
We pause
crazy.
100 times and dissect everything. You're just like, listen, I'd beat the fucking shit out of that guy. The end. But hear this part of the story. It's mess.
Like, is he looking for lumps or something? Like, what is he doing? And I was like so uncomfortable. And
Someone over here in this chat says she's a keeper, Nick. Yikes.
And the next time I went there, because I had 2 more massages. Yes, that's right. I had 2 more. I have to adjust myself. Anyway,
So she went back. So
She
obviously she really didn't care that this happened if she's going back.
That's the
multiple times
worst part of it all. She reveals that she's going back, so she liked it. And he did it again.
He
And
looks sad there, to be honest. Like Nick's actually, I think he's
It's
laughing out
so
of nervousness, to be honest.
It's so embarrassing. Man.
Oh.
it was actually
Do all
were
these
trying-
people have fetishes of public humiliation? Is that what this is then? Just like Boogie, maybe?
Yes.
He gets off on this?
You know what? That's a theory nobody's ever proposed before. But perhaps it is true that Rekieta might secretly be getting off on this because he was having his wife sleep with this other guy,
Aaron.
which we're going to show you next.
Who we actually had him on our show, and he exposed everything. He told us.
Yes.
He said that they were all sleeping 4 in a bed, and the kids were knocking on the door asking for food.
Oh my God.
I'm not
So
even kidding, by the way.
Get this. So what ended up happening, the kids went to, so they are being homeschooled and they're getting taught at church. And the kids came to their pastor and said, we're hungry. We haven't been fed in days. That their clothes were stinking. They
So this is
smelled.
documented? Like this is actually
This is
factually
documented in court documents.
Yeah, it's
we
on
could hold
documents
them
and
up.
stuff. Yeah.
This is why they got the warrant to raid his house.
Oh.
Was because of the kids coming forward.
Oh, yeah. I
And
heard
then-
someone said it was the pastor got involved. And
And the
that's why they
pastor
to
got
the house.
involved and contacted the police and everything.
Oh, you watched
right?
the arraignment. You watched the arraignment on DSP Reacts. Remember?
Yes.
Yes.
Right,
It was
right.
for that. Yes.
And
yes.
what's crazy, Phil, is his 9-year-old daughter has now tested positive for cocaine.
No joke.
She has a level 10 times. So the cutoff is 500 milligrams. She had 5,000 milligrams of cocaine in her system.
That's mass, dude.
Now, this guy over here on the right is the guy that, and this is the two that are now in the 4-person polycule relationship.
Well, she stayed. He left.
She's still there, right? It's crazy. But let's watch this moment here. This is some sick stuff.
Oh, we also guessed it. And people thought we were crazy. And then it was all true. It ended up being, I mean, look at this video. Watch this.
Sorry, not milligrams, it's picograms. I said milligrams. It's 5,000 picograms. 5 grams of coke in her system. Yeah, be a little wild.
These are great.
Let's bring Los Federales paid for this today, so thank him. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing his nipples along, shirtless Nick Rekieta.
Bad hair.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Thoughts? That's mess. And people thought we were crazy. Now watch this.
It's oh no, we have to prove that it's
Look at him.
actually.
likes-
If you fucking don't,
Do it. Ow,
don't
God,
you
no.
don't.
Could you look at that, Phil? Imagine a man doing that to your ear.
You don't.
Imagine, would you
Oh,
ever
silly.
do that? So if you had a friend over, would you lick his ear like that, Phil?
No, I would not be licking my friends. It's, this is,
Easiest
again,
question.
Again, this is just like they have nothing to offer. The internet, there's no content here, so they have to do the most extreme, ridiculous, risque stunts to get people to talk about them, to make them feel like they're pertinent. This is why they get views, and this is why they're still in the realm of relevancy. It's like, is it worth it? Is it really worth it to have this be your legacy on the world and on the internet instead of actually, like, Nick had good content. He had content that was talking about the law and how it applied to certain things. And then to turn it into this is like what? I mean, we know what it is. It's drugs. He got hooked on drugs. I guess that was it for him, right? Like nothing is off the table after that. He's not thinking straight up there. So Man, I don't know. This is
Let's
awful.
let's show Phil. I
Yes.
didn't put it in the folder, but I have the link here in the chat. I just put.
Okay,
Just
let
show
me
him
just,
briefly. This is the hot tub stream.
Yeah, let me just
So
move that.
he
1 second.
actually showed this whole swinger relationship in the hot
following
tub before everybody's eyes, and then still had the gall to tell people that he was monogamous and he was a
Right.
good traditional Christian person. It's all come out that they were actually having sex with each other's wives. So
Yeah.
look at
But
this.
he was
scene.
like
Yes,
this
because
I don't have it
hedonistic
yet.
lifestyle is what it is, right? Like this whole culture, a subculture of people, they think like a meaningful relationship with someone you want to be with forever doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you want, you know, go swing and everything. And I guess there's communities that would actually look at these people as almost like heroes. Look, they're on the internet, they're popular, and they're doing it, and they're getting attention for it, right?
Mhm.
Well, that's how it started with Rekieta. He saw that Dick Masterson was living that lifestyle.
Ah, okay.
And he decided, and this is really sad, he actually has said that he like resents his children, that he
God.
wishes he never had his children because, you know, he had 5 kids and it wasn't a responsibility. Once he had that responsibility, he couldn't live the
Right.
fun and fancy life with all the drugs and the
Right.
sex that he now wanted to.
It's the classic midlife crisis. is
Yes.
exactly what it is.
Yes, pretty
Classic
much.
midlife crisis.
And it went far, but yeah, this
Screwed
is
up the first one,
Oh,
and
no.
now we're on
No,
this
there's
one,
a person there.
and now there's people.
It's me. Good,
We are here with Vito and his lovely.
His wife, Dick Masterson.
keep this I know. I've got a compliment for Nick here. Phantom X says, "Whoa, Nick looking buff. Is it the angle or has he been hitting the
looking
gym?"
off.
Phil, be real. Is he looking buff here?
Oh yes. I mean he could at least snap like 2 Slim Jims at a time if he was trying. I think
This is so
he's
green.
so ripped.
Yeah, oh,
The top. Let's move on
Yeah.
from the top. Let's move on. All right, let's.
Let me,
we got,
we need to
we
fuck
got
this.
2 more bizarre
second.
statements from Rekieta. Then we'll move on from Rekieta to something maybe more cheerful.
Oh, did we not have the him on the in the end right before being?
Oh well, Phil's already seen that. Where
Oh
he's
yeah,
like,
you have seen that where he's like,
yeah, he's already reacted
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
true.
last stand of Rekieta.
the last idea.
All these people, all right, your kids are gonna see this. Good. If my kids learn that I enjoy having sex with their mom and that they should do a bunch of fun shit with their spouses, fucking good.
I forgot about
Jesus
this.
Christ. Do you know how long it took me? My parents never talked about sex. Never. Until I was like 39 did they mention it ever. And only like very nervously. Jesus Christ.
What
Like,
was
I
that
don't know.
conversation? He was 39.
You
His
know?
parents like, hey son, time for the birds and the bees discussion. Like,
39 years old. Did he ask for it? Did he feel like he was robbed of the conversation?
Wow.
What
I
do
don't
you
know.
mean,
I'll say this. I do have an opinion on a particular topic that applies to him and other YouTubers.
Okay.
Listen, if you're going to make content that's risque, that's self-deprecating, that's whatever, you have the right to do that because you're making that choice for yourself, correct? You're putting yourself on camera. You are the one who's going at the risk that you'll be derided or made fun of or whatever. But if you have kids, there is a whole different dimension to this that must be explored. You are not only responsible for your own actions, but that is now going to go onto your children. The things you're doing will be projected onto your kids. And you have to think responsibly. These people are not doing that. Instead, they're just thinking, oh, in the moment, I'll do whatever I want on my stream. I'll say whatever I want to do or do whatever I want to do, say what I want to say. But now the kids have to live with that forever, right? If this guy goes to jail for an extended period of time, now what happens to the kids? Now they're a broken home, and is there relatives that could take them in, or do they have to now go to foster care for the rest of their lives? You know how awful foster care is in the United States? I personally know from a few people, it ain't nice. It's awful. So you have to not be thinking just about yourself. And I hate to say it, but I think a lot of these people who get into positions of power as content creators don't realize that level of responsibility they now have if they have people who are dependent on them. And this is awful to see how he's behaving and what he's doing. He has not a care that this is going to affect these children. It's sad. It's sad. It's depressing, quite frankly, to see this kind of behavior.
Well, also his like he has a kid that's like 16, and you must imagine it was all over the news, right, and like all over online and stuff. The kids at school and his friends know, hey, your mom and dad are those guys? Like, it really is just like terrible.
Wait, let's finish that. Let's finish.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah, finish it. Just let's hear what he said.
Which, frankly, I'm kind of fine with, I guess, just because I found my own way. But it kind of would have been nice to know that, like, if your parents are into each other or not. Like, all of this shit would be like kind of nice to know a little bit. Like,
it'd be nice to know that you like your mom and dad bang. Why?
Don't most people not want to think about that?
Right.
What's he talking?
If anything, maybe you want to hear some how your parents, like, how did they first meet? The romance story of how they met. Something nice, that's wholesome, not the sexual part of it. It's ridiculous.
I don't know. This is so baffling. All right, let's finish it off. It's just so baffling to me. This.
Oops, sorry.
They don't have to go into deep. Oh yeah, we still like each other. We still do this shit. Oh, okay, cool. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't know if you guys even like each other. Now I do. Now I do. And it wasn't that weird finding out. But again, if my kids learn that I like to have sex with their mom, and they should like to have sex with their spouses, and that they can use fun toys and accessories on occasion to make it hilarious.
What the fuck?
To make it hilarious.
I'm good with
Phil, like, he keeps saying that he uses sex toys because they're funny and hilarious. What do you make of this, Phil? And the idea that he's going to introduce his kids, who range from 6 years old to 16, 5 of them, to sex toys.
No, again, he's not thinking, like, he's thinking maybe, I guess, when they become older, and then they find that out. But you're right, they're young now. And now is when he's doing this on the internet, not when they're older. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's completely irresponsible behavior. It's disgusting, honestly. Like, ugh.
It's so funny. You said once you put the clown makeup on, you can't take it off. He puts the clown makeup on in bed. Yikes.
Holy. All right, final Rekieta one. We show this to all of our guests.
Everyone has seen it.
Everybody, because nobody can interpret this joke. Nobody can understand it. And we're hoping that we might be able to glean wisdom, some form of divination from the king, Darkside Phil. You might have some insight on this, my lordship. So let's have a look.
Here we go.
Worst part is if you called the IRS right now and got a senior agent on the phone and went through your entire return with them, they probably couldn't tell you if you complied either.
Yeah,
that's
100%
insane.
True. That's 100% true.
It's like a cop at a Denny's.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know if he ordered the right thing.
Thoughts?
I love his reaction. He's like,
his reaction is so good. We're gonna go through this whole thing. His reaction's so funny.
His reaction. I died.
What the hell kind of analogy is that?
Have you ever been to Denny's with a cop, Kurt?
I suppose I have, but I haven't really noticed them struggling about whether or not what to order, especially.
The next time you're at Denny's with a cop and he orders, are you sure you know what you just ordered? Just ask him. They don't.
What the hell are you talking about?
Can you make sense of his joke?
Oh.
It's like,
I don't know. When you're that gone, I don't know if you'd have sense of it. Like, at this point, his brain is like Jello in there. It's like wiggling like this. Like, boom, 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 boom. So I don't know if it's actually coherent words coming out of his mouth, or it's just like, you know, the brain cells are smashing against the top of the skull and just gibberish is coming out. I have no idea what the hell he's saying. That is ridiculous.
All right, he'll try to explain it some more. Let's listen.
What do you mean with that? I thought you said. I think you maybe haven't been to Denny's with a cop.
You think that cops have a particularly difficult time remembering what they ordered? At
I didn't say
Denny's?
remembering what they ordered. I said understanding what they're ordering at Denny's. And
Oh,
you could have
okay, hold
stopped
on.
at.
I didn't know what he means.
Oh,
Wait.
all right.
Phil might have solved it.
Here we go.
He's saying the menu is like confusing or something. Because remember at Denny's, they have weird names for things you can order. Like you can order the Grand Slam. You
Yeah.
can order.
Yes.
It's special names. He's saying for some reason, maybe he's insulting cops and saying they're too dumb to understand what they're ordering or something.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to think. I think it's what he's saying. It's they're confused when they
be
order.
on the trail here.
Bro, yeah.
It's not really like some of the interpretations we've had in the past are that he just told a really like stupid non sequitur and he's doubling down on it, trying to make the guy laugh. Like I just love the
I think
guy's
Phil. I
reaction.
think Phil's makes more sense than that, though. Think about it. Think
Phil
about
might
it.
have cracked the code.
Think about it. There's 100 Grand Slam, the breakfast Grand Slam, the dinner Grand, like this, that,
Yeah.
the other, and cops. He's shitting on cops and being like,
Right.
they can't figure it out. Yep. Okay, we're on a trail here.
Particularly difficult time. Are you saying that cops have a particularly difficult time? Yes.
See? Whoa.
Yeah, it is. He's insulting cops' intelligence. That's exactly what he's doing.
Damn. After a year.
Okay. I have no idea. If there is a joke in here, it has gone way past me. So I have no idea what
There's
we're
no
talking about.
joke here, Kurt.
Okay.
When was the last time you went to a Denny's?
I usually prefer to go to Waffle House or IHOP. Denny's would be
Oh yeah, that's not the point, Kurt.
like my third choice.
Right. So when was the last time you went, Kurt?
It's been a while.
It's been
This
a while. You didn't
interrogation.
recognize stained earlier,
It's
but
crazy.
now you're quoting them. How much is a while? Like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years?
Sure.
Last time you went to Denny's, were you sure what you ordered?
I was
Wait, this actually debunks what you said, Phil, because now he's like, is he insulting Kurt?
Yes. Now he's saying, since you didn't get my joke, you must be just as dumb as the cop. So you don't get the. That's exactly what he said.
Holy!
I'm so glad we finally have Phil here to divine
Whoa.
this. We've never figured it out. Nobody can figure it out.
Well, the thing is, I've known a lot of really stupid people in my life, so I can usually decipher what this kind of gibberish is.
I see.
pretty confident, yes.
Were you confident that your waiter knew what you ordered?
What?
Seeing as they gave me what I ordered, yes.
Oh, wow. But before it came out, it was Schrodinger's order, right? You're like, moons over my hammy. That's what I ordered. And you're like, but I don't know if I'm going to get moons over my hammy or if I'm going to get a weird like eggs Benedict with a bacon piece shoved through it and like one piece of toast half eaten from the cat. You don't.
It's like a new mystery each sentence of the ads.
Yeah,
It's like
he
a new-
changed it. Now it's a Schrodinger's cat reference, which how you were going to know that? I mean, I have no idea how you were supposed to understand that's what he was talking about up to now. But, okay, so maybe I was wrong. If it's a Schrodinger's cat reference, then yeah, I understand the reference. It's just a really bad reference and bad joke. There's no way you would have known that until 2.5 minutes into him talking about it.
Yeah, like
No, because it's Denny's. Nobody knows at Denny's, Kurt.
maybe he's just. I think he's just shitting on Denny's in general.
Yeah, right. He could be saying Denny's is so bad, you never know what you're going to get. Even if you ordered, you don't know that's what your order
The
is.
amount of
Wow.
thought that's going into this, you know.
No,
The thing that throws it off is at the beginning he said it was specific to a cop, and that doesn't make any sense to his
Yeah.
reference now.
Because now it's like, oh, does the even waiter know? Because it could be anything. Okay.
Okay.
That's right. Now, by the way, I don't know how it's supposed to be funny. It is a statement, but this guy is really mad, by the
I
way.
hate Denny's.
Yeah. He's like, oh my God, I'm still talking about this almost 3 minutes now.
You know, they never like spoke after this again. This ruined his
No,
like,
it destroyed
it
their
destroyed their
friendship
friendship.
and
It destroyed their
destroyed
friendship.
their working relationship. Yeah.
I would agree that it's not one of my favorite places to eat, hence why I'd prefer to eat at a Waffle House or an IHOP or a Cracker Barrel.
Why would you prefer to eat at a Waffle House, an IHOP, or a Cracker Barrel over Denny's, Kurt? Why would that be?
Because it's a better experience.
Because you have no confidence that when you order at Denny's that you're going to get something that matches the quality of the thing you're
Went back
expecting,
to it
right?
again.
Oh, so yeah, I think Phil's right. That's what it is. Let's go. Do we continue this or do you want to?
Let's move on. Actually, there is some new Rekieta developments.
Oh.
Aaron from Steel Toe.
Oh, guys,
Dave-
hold on. FYI,
Yeah.
I do have to go in about a half an hour. I just want to let you know.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Yeah. We
Go to
spoke a
Ralph
lot.
then.